The question that I was gonna ask was that would you pledge what it costs for MLB TV to bring the season back? Would you pledge that amount, like as an individual fan, would you pledge the amount of what it costs to get, MLB TV, but you won't have MLB TV. You're basically gonna be paying for just bringing baseball back. Like your money's gonna help go towards that, and then to get MLB TV, you'd have to buy MLB TV again. Would you pledge that money to Major League Baseball so that they can pay players the full amount of money?
If the owners open their books and I see that they're really hemorrhaging money,
it's not.
I don't really understand the question. I don't really understand the question.
That's why I didn't want to ask it. Like that's why I didn't want to ask it because it's not something that is just like riddle me this, Batman. Like,
would I pledge the price of a subscription if what? What a contingent on what?
If you can raise enough money pledging what amount of subscription is to bring baseball back in the sense that money goes to paying players' salary, the full amount that they're owed.
No, I already pay for MLB TV. I'm not paying for that shit again.
Well, you'll only be paying to bring the season back. You're not paying for MLB TV. You'd have to get MLB TV.
No, so I didn't sign Garrett Cole to a $35 million contract. Hal Steinbrenner did, so he has to pay Garrett Cole.
Well, that's why I thought it was an interesting question, which an answer that I was looking for tomorrow's show, by the way. But
and if he doesn't want to pay Garrett Cole for this season, fine. But don't expect me to feel sorry for you, Hal. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for Garrett Cole either. You know who I feel sorry for, CT? And I'm gonna call you CT now. I don't give a fuck. I feel sorry for us. That's who I feel sorry for, man.
Real quick. Yes, MLB TV is. How much is MLB TV?
I pay for just the Yankees. And it's less than 100. It's like 80 something. But if you pay for the full package, I think it's like 120 something.
80 something?
80 something, yeah.
So the question is, would you pledge $80?
Why would I, who makes, if I told you what I make, you'll start crying, man.
If your answer is no, your answer is no. But the question,
my answer is no.
I would imagine that
I didn't sign Garrett Cole to a $35 million contract.
I would imagine that there's baseball fans out there that would pledge that money. I would imagine.
I think those baseball fans are crazy. You already pay enough when you go to the ballparks and buy hot dogs and all that.
We're not going to the ball. We're actually saving money.
But you know what I will be doing? I'll be watching TV and all those goddamn commercials that come on.
Think about that.
One of which will convince me to get in my car, drive to McDonald's, eat a Big Mac, and regret it. So that's how they're making their money.
All right. Well, do you want to just have this conversation? Can I tell you the side that I'm thinking of?
Yeah, go ahead. Fuck it.
All right. So let's say there was 162 games in a season, and you're likely to go to one Yankee game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Will you be paying more than $80 that day?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So you're pledging less than what it would cost to go to one game to bring back the MLB season.
Especially now that we can't go for free, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So it's like you're pledging what it would cost. It costs less to go to that game for you to pledge this money to bring baseball back to help your players get paid.
But you know what else I know in the back of my mind? That these advertisers are going to be paying more money for their advertising, for their ads, because more people will be watching. So billionaires won't be losing as much money as we think. That's all I'm saying.
That we don't know that. Can anybody?
Of course not. You want to know? You want to know why we don't know that?
Can anybody?
Because their books are closed.
Yeah, but even if we knew what they made and they try to predict how much money they'd lose if players started holding out because they didn't want to agree to half of their salary in the first place. How can we calculate how much money had been lost? Nobody can calculate to a dime like how much money a player is really worth. We try to use WAR, but we used WAR to divide what the number is. It's not that's what.
So then the system has to be changed. Like I said, there has to be a system where the revenues are split 50-50. Then it's fair.
Yeah, but in these questions, it's not. There isn't some like snarky billionaire laughing at the top of a hill saying
I
like,
know.
"Ah, got him again." Like, you
I
know,
know.
this is
I
just
know
a
that.
question. This is just a question to think about. What would you do to bring the season back
What
if
would
it
I
came to this? If it came to
I
this,
can't. The only thing I wouldn't do any of that. No, I already paid for it, and I
okay.
didn't get a refund back. By the way, MLB. So, um,
But
at
see,
least give me when we find out what the season's gonna be. Give me some of that money back.
we go to the games. We sit in those seats, pay way more than it should be, buy beers
Absolutely.
way more expensive than they should be. We
But
we
I'll tell
triple.
you what. If this shit continues, where both sides can't come to some sort of agreement during these times, I will pledge to not go to a Yankee game when the shit gets normal for 5 years. How's that?
I would say that you won't. I would say that if there is not an agreement met, you will go to a Yankee game within the next 5 years.
I won't. I'm telling you, I won't.
You're
And
gonna
don't
you're
you
gonna
and
wait
don't you
you're gonna wait
dare
five you're gonna wait
don't you
five
dare try
years.
to organize some sort of like, get together, and then I'll be experiencing FOMO and shit. I'll meet you outside of Yankee Stadium. I don't care.
Okay, fair enough. All right, I think
Am I
we've covered.
crazy?
To not go to Yankee game for 5 years, if you really love baseball, yeah, I think you're crazy.
All right. Probably
I'd
not five
I'd,
years. All right, like 2 years.
I'd probably pay the $80, man, if I'm being honest.
But why? It's not on you to pay the money. You already pay enough money.
Because we go to baseball games. I go to Yankee games and spend more money than $80.
Look at all those hats back there. That's way more than $80
Exactly.
in hats. So why during these times when you have fucking a billionaire and a millionaire arguing over money, why give them more money? I'm not fuck that. No.
It was just a question, man, and it wasn't a it wasn't a battle
You
of
you
the
know
riches.
you know
It was
what
just
would
a
be
question.
perfect? Like the Green Bay Packers, I believe, are owned by the city of Green Bay, and they like vote in owners or some shit like that. I might be making this up again, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Um, that would be awesome because then we could literally control what they do. But that's not gonna happen, and it shouldn't happen because it's an enterprise, it's a business.
I wouldn't want to control people's. I just want to put that out there that I would not like to control people.
I'm not saying control people. I'm saying control the team. Wouldn't you want to have some control over the Boston Red Sox? Like, I don't like how John Henry's operating this
No,
fucking business. I'm
see,
voting his ass out.
I'm glad you brought that. I'm glad you brought that up. I would not want control of the Red Sox. No, people shouldn't just have control over everything because the majority of fans, as you know, Manny, like let's say Yankee fans, for example, are emotional, hate
That's
A
true.
Rod, hate A Rod.
Not me. Not
So
this one.
would A Rod's job had been safe if we all had partial stake in a franchise?
No, but maybe the alternative would have won us more championships. Ooh.
Don't know that. We don't know that.
Ooh.
Here's what
All
I
right.
think we should do. We should
Yeah.
we should break up this video, cut it out, cut it up, let people decide if they want to keep watching.
I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna drop it in full. Might not even drop it till tomorrow morning at this point. I didn't realize we are gonna record for 30 minutes. But I feel like I'm being misunderstood, so I don't wanna hang up yet. You know what I mean? You ever have a phone conversation and just never, and you go, all right, on the count of three we're gonna hang up on the same time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, but nobody hangs up, and you're like, I knew you weren't gonna hang up.
I always hang up.
You do.
Yeah, fuck, screw that. Don't, I'm not
I
about
haven't.
games, man. Like I'm gonna hang. If we say we're gonna hang up, I'm gonna hang up.
No, I just want baseball, guys. That's it.
Yeah,
And
I just want.
I don't want to hear this conversation over this money is just not a good look for baseball right now, man. We're losing fans, and a way to win fans over is to negotiate in good faith, both sides. And the players need to. Here's something I haven't said yet, CT, and you need to hear this so you know that I'm not just beating up the owners. The players need to understand as well that they're gonna have to take some sort of a cut. It may not have to be as drastic as the owners are calling for. 80% of the top earning players, that's drastic. But it also doesn't they can't also expect that the owners are going to be able to pay them 100% of their money. Like that's just not going to happen. So but the problem is they're never going to come together because they both don't trust each other. They're both fucking just not communicating amicably. You like that word? I do.
I do. I do like that word. And I also would like to just say that I told Manny I'd ask his question tomorrow, guys. So technically, like this isn't my fault. And I'm not misunderstanding Manny. I hear Manny. That's why I'm not
Right.
choosing a side.
Just choose a side, man, please.
No, I'm not choosing a side.
But you have in the past. You chose the players like a week ago. Come on,
I
man.
I will always choose if gun to my head, I'm always gonna choose the players. Those are the faces on the field that I see playing. I'm always gonna side with the players. But as like a and for all I know, I'm already leaning more towards the players because I want to see baseball. And if they're the ones holding out, if they're the ones forcing the issue, then they have a good reason and they should get a better bargain than the owners are gonna get. So I agree with that. But you always got to just ask the questions that may lead to like a better solution. And
Today
right,
just today put me over the edge because we went. Did you hear that? That was a
yeah,
non-burp. Did you hear that? That was disgusting.
that was weird.
We went from 82 games to 114 games. So both sides, put their foot on the ground. Usually in negotiations, you meet in the middle. No, players, owners offer, players offer, and then the owners went, "Fuck this, I'm going all the way over here." Like there was no like discussion. It was just like, "Oh, that's your offer? Fuck you. I might just cut the season short. You're not gonna get paid shit, bitch." That's not how you negotiate.
Well, yeah, but I already said that 114 game offer might have been better, but maybe to the owners it was crap
I
because
agree.
it's like
114 is absurd. That's not gonna happen.
yeah, and can we really calculate what the effect if the money if the majority of the money that they're going to be making is through TV revenue or ad revenue, what can you really calculate? And it's not easy to calculate this, by the way, for anyone thinking that yeah, obviously it's super easy to calculate this. Just look at the total number divide whatever. Can you really calculate what it would be like for a guy like for a Cincinnati Reds team when Trevor Bauer doesn't pitch, or for the Colorado
No.
Rockies when Trevor Story
Yeah,
doesn't
you're right.
play, or
I
Nolan
agree.
Arenado plays? So again, like maybe they looked at that offer and said, we you can have the public think that this was a good offer, but we know money and boom, look at this 50 game offer because it really doesn't
S-
make sense why they would resort to 50 games.
So come back and say no opt-outs unless you're high risk. I agree with that. No opt-outs unless you're high risk. If you're Blake Snell and you just don't want to play because you're acting like a little bitch, excuse my language, then fuck you, man. You need to play. Are you high risk?
Yes,
Show me the proof. Are you high risk? No.
should
Okay, you need to play. Oh, you don't want to play? Okay, the Rays are cutting your ass. Now some other, or something. I don't know.
Should 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 Blake Snell play or not is one argument, but if they agree that we're going to split money 50-50 and everybody agrees to that and then Blake Snell does not play and Tampa Bay Rays don't generate as much money as they expected, are people going to be okay walking away with the 50-50 of that pool? Are they going to see that that was fair to take 50-50 of that pool?
I don't think 50-50 is going to happen in this. I think
No,
the
it might
the
not. It's just the easy number to.
yeah, I think the agreement has to be games played because the players want prorated, and I think the agreement has to include a deferred contract, or the players have to say, okay, we'll take another 10% pay cut or something.
the
I don't
the
know.
reason why I always uh, why I bring this up now is because when Bryce Harper was looking to sign and he was nobody knew where he was going to go, like turning down $300 million offers. A-Rod said that technically he's worth this amount because this is how
Yeah,
much Yes Network cost, and this how much this cost, and this and that. So I think there is a when you hear this is how many games we want to get in, and we want to be guaranteed this money. What does guaranteed mean? Because if we guarantee that you're gonna get $2 million today, but your starting lineup was supposed to be there. Oh, and plus like maybe the game didn't do so well because you guys got blown out. Isn't it more fair to agree to the overall amount of money that was made 50-50, but would people be okay with that? That's
no, I
another
got you.
question.
I understand. And here's another thing too. Baseball needs to just come into the 20th century already. Yankees fans were up in an uproar because they're putting a Nike logo on their fucking jersey. Everybody else does it. It's a way to make money. Just let it happen. Let the opportunities come to you. This is an opportunity and you're blowing it up.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to our channel,
That
please.
was a message from the Welcome to the Show podcast. Subscribe now. Be part of the beginning of something good. At
I'm
the
telling you,
beginning.
man. At some point in the future, you can look back and say, "Man, remember when those two guys said that we're gonna sign off, and then they talked for another 25 minutes?"
Wow. Well, see, that's why I think we should go back, cut the original point of this video, which was that we spoke about what was proposed, and then up until the point where I'm like, I'm gonna ask you a question tomorrow, and then maybe we could just drop this tomorrow. Who knows? I don't know.
All right, maybe. All right, I'll think about it. And I have a proposal for MLB. I have my proposal of my own since we're all proposing to each other. The Welcome to the Show podcast. Are we considered a podcast still? Like,
Yeah,
how do
man.
you?
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
so we're
we
just
will
a podcast.
always we will always be a podcast.
Even when they put us up on ESPN and they get rid of First Take, we'll still be a podcast.
Yeah, we will still be. They're gonna pay us for that one, man.
Gotcha.
got
Here's our proposal, MLB. I, Manuel Gomez, son of Manuel Antonio Gomez, my mother Migdalia Mercedes Gomez Rodriguez, will pay you $5 to put our logo on your jersey, dogs. One game, that's it. What do you say? That's all I got. Where's my wallet?
$5 to put our. I
Get
gotta.
enough-
I gotta.
Get enough
I got-
podcasts to donate and fill up jerseys with just fucking podcast logos.
I was gonna say my proposal would be to ask fans if they'd pledge $50 a fan to pay these players. Can you get $50?
Oh, poor players. I'm gonna give my $50 to some family who lost their jobs, man.
Can you give me $50, man?
Hey, billionaire, can you fucking open your books?
Hey, man, just $50. I promise I won't ask more.
I promise, man. I promise. All right, let's really sign off here.
Yes.
I'm Manny at MannyGo3 on Instagram and Twitter. That's Luis at Hova Mojo on Twitter. Follow his channel. Search it on Twitch and YouTube. Hova Mojo, is that the name of the channel?
Hova Mojo 11
right there.
Twitch.
Right under his name. Look at that face, guys. I mean, how could you
No,
not subscribe to this?
I gotta get some black. There you go.
There you go. Thank you. And follow the show at WT The Show on Twitter and Instagram. We have a Facebook page as well. Super unprofessional because I have no idea what it is, but you can probably find it somehow, some way. Check it all out, and don't forget to smash, as they say, that subscribe button. And by smash, I don't mean have sex with it. I mean touch it with your mouse and click subscribe. And that bell so you get notifications too. That's it, CT. All right, peace.
All right, take care, guys.